Hello, everyone. This is the Reverend, and today we are going to be going into some nerdy stuff. We are going to be talking about two massive and powerful titans, Titanus Camazotz and Titanus Rodan. Which one will be king of the skies? Now let's look at Titanus Camazotz first. Titanus Camazotz is massive. And I really do mean he is massive. He is 164 feet tall. And he has a wingspan of 402 feet. Now, his weight is never actually shown. But the thing is, Titans in the Monsterverse are exceptionally heavy. So I'm going to estimate his weight at probably around somewhere between 28,000 and 33,000 tons. Now, why did I go with this weight? I went with this weight because it's something similar to Rodan. And Rodan is of a similar size to Camazotz. So I figured the weight is probably proportional. Pretty close. I think Rodan probably weighs a little bit more due to his rocky exterior, but I don't think it's a huge amount. I don't think it's like 3 or 4 times. But I do think it's significant. So, let's discuss a little further. Camazotz, well, his special weapon, because he actually does have a special weapon, is a sonic scream. And that sonic scream is extremely high pitched. Kind of similar to what Gauss can do, but not quite as, dangerous. His flight capability is, I'll give him like an 8 out of 10 on flight. When it comes to agility, speed, and just ability to fly. He's a bat, basically, so he's an expert flyer. Well, his durability, I mean, he got beaten by Kong, but this was a bigger Kong. This wasn't right after Skull Island. It was after Skull Island, but it was just before some of the other events where Kong was probably pretty close to his full size, and he gave Camazotz a pretty good fight. Well, let's talk about Rodan now. What is Rodan? Basically, Rodan is a living volcano of the shape of a pterosaur. Um, he doesn't have the beak or the talons of a typical pterosaur, though. His talons and his beak are far more like a bird of prey. In fact, honestly, his beak, I would say, is probably about as dangerous as that of a parrot. Those things have ridiculously powerful beaks. But if I actually compared it to a bird of prey, I'd probably compare Rodan's beak to that of one of the terror birds. It's just incredibly powerfully built, and you can just tell it's dangerous. His talons are every bit of an eagle. They're powerfully built and dangerous. I mean, he was fighting King Ghidorah head to head. You gotta be strong to do that. Well, how large is Rodan? Rodan is 154 feet tall. Now, he's probably taller than that if he stands up straight on 2 legs, but he's a quadruped, typically. Put him up to maybe 200 feet. on 2 legs, 220 if he's lucky. His wingspan, though, is massive. He beats Camazotz by a lot. He has a 871-foot wingspan, and he weighs a massive 39,043 tons. That is ridiculous. Now, he's supposed to have a kind of fire breath. Now, he didn't in King of the Monsters, and it hasn't been shown on screen yet. So I'm not going to include it in figuring this out on who wins. Who do I think the winner is, really? I would give 8 out of 10 to Rodan. Rodan's claws are larger and stronger. Rodan is the better flyer. Rodan's more heavily armored. Rodan's heavier. Rodan flies faster. Basically, everything Camazotz says, Rodan is that plus better. If Camazotz knocked Rodan out of the sky and caught him while he was falling by surprise using his sonic scream, he might beat Rodan. But again, that's 20% of the time at best. And that's me being a very, very conservative with how capable Camazotz, Rodan is. If I went with how I really felt, rather than, kind of being conservative, I really feel maybe Camazotz might win 5% of the battles. So 0.5 out of 10. Yeah, it's a win, but I mean, you're winning 5 out of 100 times. You're not doing pretty good. I'm not fighting a battle that I think I'm going to get my rear end handed to me 95% of the time. Not gonna happen. How about you? If you know somebody's going to beat you 95 times out of 100, and you only get to fight them once, and then you're dead if you lose, are you going to take that chance if you could just avoid the fight? Probably not. Camazotz will, though. A lot of Titans will, but that's who I believe the winner is on this, is Titanus Rodan, by a large margin. I hope you all had a good day, and I hope you enjoyed this. Merry Christmas, y'all.